And we are back, Browns franchise. In the last episode, we suffered one of the most heartbreaking losses I've had to witness throughout all my 3 years or 3 Maddens of doing these series. As we lost 23-17 to the Ravens after having an amazing second half comeback, we failed to get it done. That now drops us down to 3-2, and we have a 2-game losing streak going. But we're playing the Tennessee Titans with a chance to snap that losing streak. And this is kind of going to be the big game that decides what approach we're going to take moving forward. Because I've talked about it before. I'm very interested in moving on from Nick Chubb because he has 1 year left on his deal. And we're not going to bring him back because we do not have the cap space for it. So I feel like the only reason we should keep him is if we are committed to winning, and I feel like if we happen to lose this game, it's going to kind of be like, okay, let's dial it back. I'm gonna go for no sacks allowed. That's a big goal, but I think we have a possibility to. Oh no, we don't. Idiot. Uh, we're down our right tackle, Jack Conklin. I completely forgot about that. He suffered an injury last week, failed to, come back. He is going to be out for the next 3 weeks, as you can see. We're also going to be down AJ Green the third, cornerback. I want to say that cornerback 6, 5. I have no idea. I didn't even know he was on the team. Well, we're going to get right into this game. This is going to be the game that probably decides, I know I'm repeating myself, what we do moving forward. Whether it's going to be trying to clean house with whatever players I've seen fitting. Nick Chubb being the only realistic guy because he has 1 year left and we legit are unable to afford bringing him back. Plus he's 28. I feel like he doesn't have a lot more to offer. Here's Kirk Cousins so far this season. But that's just how I feel. He's 28, and I know it's in Madden. I hate to break the fourth wall. Running backs don't really regress much in Madden. But if we're talking about realistic, that was a nice job there by us. In real life, this would kind of be where you're like, okay, let's kind of look at moving on. Smoke Monday has been very underrated so far on this team. Dude went from like a practice squad barely to, when I say barely, I mean like I was really wanting to keep him on the active roster last season, but we did not have the room for him. He was like player 54, it felt like. To now he's on the active roster and he is playing like he deserves to. Like he should have been on the roster. And that kind of does scare me because he is a low overall, and we also do have Curtis Nobles, who has hidden dev. I'm going to assume it starts, and he's only like a 65 overall. But I have no idea. Watson's going to look on first down, going to just throw it away, throw it in the area of Tyreek Spears to avoid grounding. But, yeah. it is kind of alarming how well he's played, considering we have Curtis Nobles, who was going to take his spot come next season, obviously. But now we're kind of like, all right, what do we do? Wide open is Tyree Spears, the rookie, down to the 45. He has been quiet all season. I want to say he only has like maybe, that might just be his 10th catch on the season from maybe like 100 yards. He looked amazing in the preseason. There's Nick Chubb. But I don't know what happened. He was like a consistent deep threat. But now, I don't know. And something I am looking forward to is seeing, not him, but Brian Hoskins, our rookie 7th round receiver who ended up making the roster and honestly was very interesting in the preseason. Well, there's the, never mind, it's still alive. Okay, there's a sack. That's going to knock us out of field goal range as well. If you're Deshaun Watson, you got to realize you got to throw that football away. That goes out at the 26. The Buccaneers and the Cowboys, that should be a fun game. 2 4-1 teams. But that's kind of where I stand with Tyree Spears. Brian Hoskins, the rookie 7th rounder, way to make up the wrap-up tackle, as Laviska Shenault down with an injury. He didn't make a lot of catches, but he got targeted a lot. Down goes Cousins. 3 people were there. The only concern I have is, like I said, he didn't catch the ball a lot. Like, it was mainly just one-on-one opportunities that he got the ball. He never created separation. 4th and 2, we managed to force another 3 and out. I want to say the first drive was a 3 and out as well. Another reason why I'm okay trading Nick Chubb is, as you saw, Jerome Ford is our return man. He has played very solid in the opportunities he has been given, which creates me with some confidence that we will be fine without Nick Chubb. My only concern is I don't know how Jerome Ford will be as like the known #1 back. I mean, he played in place of Nick Chubb for injuries/rest games when EA was bugging and like Nick Chubb would not play in the game for some reason. Third and 10, Watson throws. It's going to be caught. Cedric Tillman across midfield to the 49. He has been an amazing player for us this season. I mean, he has been phenomenal. The fact he went from not even being like a starter to starting is, you know, like a lot. Third and 7. Watson over the middle, incomplete. He had Tyree Spears, just missed him. And once again, we're out of field goal range. We gotta punt the football. That's the 2nd time now. Oh, and it's a bad snap. He barely gets it away, and there is a penalty. It's going to be roughing the kicker, and that's going to be an automatic 1st down. Rashad Weaver. That was another bad punt, too, by the rookie. He has been very solid. And that's kind of what my issue was with Corey Bojorquez. Has an absolute leg. Just can't pin the ball for anything. We're at our own 15 and we punt. I mean, that thing's going like a good 45, 50 yards, it feels like. But if we're at like we're at midfield, that ball's going out for only like 25 yards. Watson on second down. Throws, end zone. It's going to be caught by Elijah Moore down to the, Cedric Tillman down to the 3. That's going to do it for the quarter. Here are the stats of those who are curious. As you can see, we have dominated so far. It's going to be a handoff. Nick Chubb's going to be down at the 1. Second and goal from the 1 now. I think you give it right back to him. This could potentially be Nick Chubb's final. Down at the 6. Ugh. Final touchdown in a Browns uniform. Could potentially come from this game. Watson throws. End zone. That is they're going to say out of bounds. I thought for sure he got that. Tyree Spears. And what about this says no touchdown? Oh, did the ball come out? What is this camera angle? That's a touchdown. We're throwing the flag out there.
Previous play is under review.
I saw both feet down. Bam, bam. That toe definitely dragged. That's a touchdown. And they're going to rule against it. They're going to say he did not get both feet down. Now it's going to be a 23-yard attempt by Dustin Hopkins. And it's a fake. And DTR got blown up. What are we doing running a fake? Granted, if Caleb Farley does not make that tackle, that is a touchdown. But we have had the ball on our side, or on the Titans side of the field. Excuse me, that was a great back down there by Cameron Mitchell. Every drive we've had, and we have gotten 0 points from it. And wide open is DeAndre Hopkins, and I don't think Denzel Ward is even going to get close. They just put 89 yards for the first score of the game. I don't even think that counts as a first down either. I don't think they've gotten a first down yet. And the extra point is good. First and 10 from the 25. Watson's going to throw. And it's going to be intercepted. That's Christian Fulton. And he's going to be down at the 4-yard line. Amazing job by Elijah Moore for making that tackle. Completely unrelated, but it just got announced that MLB has approved the A's move to Vegas. Granted, it's supposed to happen in like 2028, and I know the release for Oakland ends in 2024, so after this season. As they lead 14-0. We went from So this should be fun for the A's, but enough rambling about that. We're watching a football game right now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Watson throws. Gonna be caught. That's Tyrese. Ugh, voice crack. That's not even Tyrese Spears. That's David Njoku. Up to the 46. That was a gain of 21. Watson now has to throw it away. It's going to be incomplete. Dallas, of course, being Tampa Bay. Don't be shocked that the Cowboys win every Super Bowl ever in this series. 2nd and 10. Charles Wormley, I can't remember what it is exactly. Loss of 4, down at the 43. 3rd and 14 now. Watson. Pressured. He's going to go down. Roger McCreary gets the sack, and it's going to be 4th and 22. Told you he has a leg if he gets the opportunity to show it. Down at the 35 is whoever their return man is. But right now, it's looking like it might be Nick Chubb's final game in the Browns uniform. That's going to be dropped by DeAndre Hopkins. Obviously, there is a chance that we're unable to move him until the deadline. So, he might play, say, Week 7 against the Chargers. That doesn't mean it'll be any significant. And even if we win this game, I'm still going to be unsure considering, we were down 14-0 at one point. That's going to be dropped. Alright, and the 2 locations that he will more than likely end up in will either be Arizona, who are offering Rondale Moore and a bunch of picks. That kick's going to go into the back of the end zone. And the Colts, who are offering Michael Pittman and multiple picks. Honestly, I am feeling more obliged to do Arizona. Or excuse me, I said Rondale Moore, I think. I did not mean to say Rondale Moore. I meant to say Marquise Brown, Hollywood Brown. Because one, it's Arizona. We're going to have to play them on average once every 4 years. Compared to Indianapolis is once every 2 years. Watson's going to manage to break out, and he gets the first down up to the 33. That was a great play there by him. I thought he was dead to rights. That's going to be caught. That is Tyrese Spears down to the 44. The rookie finally getting involved. Second catch for 38 yards now. Watson throws. It's going to be incomplete. It just looked like it went through the hands. Tried to hit Cedric Tillman. But Watson is currently 5 for 14. It's not great. Wide open. Cedric Tillman. He's going to go down to the 6-yard line. And that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. And you hear just how hyped the Browns fans are about that. Watson on first down. He's going to look to take it himself. Going to be down at the 8. Jeffrey Simmons gets credit for half of the sack. We tried to have no sacks this game, and we have had 4 so far in the first half. That means we're averaging a sack every 2 minutes. Hike the football. Watson's going to take it again. It's going to be close. He's going to get in. And the Browns are going to bring it to a one-score game, assuming, you know, the two-point conversion doesn't, doesn't result in them getting two. And it's good. 14-7. Cleveland not throwing in the towel quite yet. And a big return up to the 30. First and 10 from the 30-yard line. Going to be checked down and caught. That was a great catch. Gain of 4. Timeout with 1:11 by the Titans. Their first of the half. Cousins. Throws. Caught. It's going to be inbounds too. Third and 2. Cousins. Looking. Throws. That is caught by DeAndre Hopkins up to midfield. 34 seconds left. The Titans take their second timeout of the half. That's going to be caught. Then they take their final timeout with 28 seconds left. They got to be careful about clock management now. Going to be checked down to Henry. He's going to go out of bounds at the 38 with 23 seconds left. First and 10 from the 38-yard line. Gets the pass away with 18 seconds left. Cousins was near a sack. Lucky for him to get it away. That probably would have... And they're going to take the 55-yarder. And it's going to be no good. Looked like it had the power, not the accuracy. Eddie Pinheiro was unable to put it through the uprights, as we're going to quickly take a look. As you can see, has the distance, just not the accuracy. And with 14 seconds now, the Browns get the ball at the 45 with a chance to get a field goal of their own. Watson. Incomplete. I don't know who he was trying to hit, but failed to hit either guy who was wide open. Now 11 seconds left. You got to try and get up all the yards you need for a field goal on this play. And they're going to do that with the screen. So I'm going to quickly step in and call my own play. There we go. And going into half, we're going to be down 14-10. I saw an opportunity there. I had to take it. So we're now going to take a look around the league to see how all the other teams are doing. There's the first half stats for those of you who are curious. Now we take a look around the league. We're going to start out heading to Houston, Texas, where the Commanders lead 14-7. Brian Robinson with the only touchdown stats showing, so I don't know what's going on with this game, although CJ Stroud's 3 for 3 currently. We had the Buffalo, where the Dolphins are down 24-14. Josh Allen, 3 touchdowns. Stephon Diggs with one of them. Tua with a touchdown interception. Devin A-Chain with a touchdown. I saw Tyreek Hill had a touchdown. He also had that 75-yard one. Finally, New Jersey. Colts lead 10-7. Zach Wilson with an interception. A.J. Dillon with a touchdown. And Michael Pittman, who might be on our team come next week. We see Deshaun Watson scrambling into the end zone, fighting his way in, and obviously we have to have the DeAndre Hopkins one, I'd assume. Yep. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Well, our second half stats is going to be trying to give Nick Chubb the ball, I suppose. As we do get ball to start second half. Nick Chubb so far has 450 yards on the season. This is week 6, might I add. So he's on pace to put up what? That's like 1,100, 1,200 yards. Watson, what the fuck are you doing? Like, I'm sorry with the language, but seriously, what was that? We might have to try and find any way for someone to even trade for you. Either that, or if you keep playing like that, we're going to have to bite the bullet on your cap hit after this season. Because it doesn't make sense to cut him during this season. Pointing out there. Watson on third down. He's going to go deep. And it's stuck. Right off, looked like the helmet of the receiver. So it was a great throw. And 4th and 1, we're unable to get the first down. And here we have a solid punt. So that's always fun to see with our rookie punter. What really sucks as well is we won't have the cap hit to bring back Dustin Hopkins. That's really going to suck. I mean, he has been through, even though he's only been here for 2 years and it's only his second now. He is like 32 years old, so he is getting up there in age. He has been a phenomenal kicker for us. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah goes down with an injury. That's just amazing. But also don't know what we're going to do with the Deshaun Watson situation because we just talked about he has not looked great. But also, we don't have a quarterback. We could roll with Ian Book or DTR, Dwayne Thompson Robinson, if you didn't know. And because we don't have a first-round pick, unless if we trade, I want to say it's like with the Lions for Nick Chubb. Because I believe the team who's offering us a first-round pick isn't until next year, as Derrick Henry's going to take it to the distance. Nice 46-yard touchdown run for him. So even if we were to just straight up cut him after this season, we would be stuck either drafting a quarterback in like the second or trading up for one, or we'd have to wait until next season. And I have no idea which one I want to do. It depends on, realistically speaking, way to get rid of that football. It's going to depend on who the quarterbacks are, if I find any of them worth taking. Because if not, I think we're going to have to just draft a quarterback. Or not really draft a quarterback, but like we're just going to have to accept that we're going to have to be carried because we won't have a reliable quarterback. That's going to be another interception. That's Christian Fulton's second of the game. So, it's looking like the game might be over. Second and 9 now from the 37-yard line. Kirk Cousins gets it away to D-Hop. He's going to catch it at the 33. And Jalen Mayfield, the left guard, down with an injury. Third and 5. It's going to be caught by Traylon Burks up to the 22. That's going to be a first down. So even when we force a stop, we're unable to get it. Or even when we're like able to force a third down, unable to get it done. Going to be a handoff to Henry on first down. Going to be tackled around the 17-yard line. I don't know how to feel about Deshaun Watson. Because going into last week, I was like, after that first half, yeah, he's done. But then he lit it up the second half. And then didn't get a chance in overtime. But now, through 3 quarters, he has not even come close to having a good passer rating. Only completing like 33% of his passes with 2 interceptions. Granted, we should have 1 touchdown, but they decided he was out of bounds, which I don't even know how they get that. He definitely got the 2 feet down. And we're going to go down 3 scores, 28-10. Fielded at the 1. It's going to be returned. He's going to take it up to the 24-yard line. Nick Chubb has not gotten a single carry in since the first quarter. There he finally goes. He gets 4 yards there. Granted, he has 11 yards and only averaging 3 a carry. But it sucks because I know this could very well be his final game, and he's not even going to get a touchdown in it. To remember. Watson picks up the first down and goes down at the 47. So it's not even the fact that we're going to lose this game. It's knowing the fact that Nick Chubb might be gone and he's not going to get a touchdown out of it. Or am I wrong? Never mind. Down to 36. I thought he was about to break that one big. Here are the stats for those of you who are curious. What sucks is if you look at the stats, this game, very even. They have 10 more yards than us. Oh my gosh. If that ended in an interception, I was going to be so upset. Third and 5 from the 31. I wouldn't be opposed to taking the field goal here, because that would make it a 2-score game. And in fact, I'm going to make sure we take the field goal. Right down the middle. With the iced kicker effect. That is bullcrap that that's a thing. Unless if it is their max momentum. That makes sense. If it's their first one, that is bullshit. 27-21. Dolphins Bills are having a very close game. Fumble! And they do, and it's to recover. That was at least 21-0. I'm tempted to lose their next 4 games. I won't do that. I'll just do it if they end up like making the championship game again. As you know, I legit did that like so many times in Bears franchise because I was so sick and tired of the Cowboys like always being a powerhouse. Third down, Cousins has time, checks it down. Henry gets wrapped up. They are not going to get the first down, and ladies and gentlemen, the Cleveland Browns still have life. It's not a lot, but fair call at the 20-yard line, you're going to say. But it's a chance. 5:43, 3 timeouts, down 15. That's 2 touchdowns and at least 1 2-point conversion. That was nearly intercepted again. You've got to be way more careful with this football, Deshaun Watson. This is like the first screen that's actually been open. Nick Chubb's going to manage to get... Oh, what? I'm going to say he didn't get the first? Alright. Well, we're going to make sure we get the first, and we're going to give it to Nick Chubb. Alright, there we go. I'm sorry to jump in. I just feel obligated to do it in certain situations where the computer legit would screw me over if I didn't. What a catch. I thought that was going to be intercepted. Cedric Tillman getting another reception. We're 12 for 30 on the game. Cedric Tillman is like balling out though. And there's his third of the game. Not only are we going to lose this football game, we're going to bench Deshaun Watson for the remainder of it, whether he, matters or not. I don't even know if we'll get a chance with the ball back. But we're going to give Christian Fulton 3 interceptions. Down goes Cousins, back at the 32, Myles Garrett. At least he's a bright spot. There are a few players I could see us trading away. I know some would break their realism, which is why I'm not ready to do it. I know after this season I'd feel a lot more confident doing it. Because a lot of them are on multi-year deals, like Dalvin Tomlinson and Denzel Ward. Myles Garrett we're more than likely going to end up keeping because it's Myles Garrett. I mean, come on. He has been by far the best player on this team. That's going to go in the end zone. So with 3:03 left to go, we're going to get the ball back with Dorian Thompson-Robinson, the second-year player out of UCLA. He's going to go deep his first play, and wide open is going to be Tyree Spears. The 2 young fellas connecting. Robinson looking, throwing deep again. Cedric Tillman, same draft class. They connect. Again, Tyree Spears down to the 7-yard line. Two minutes left to go. First and goal at the 7 for the Browns. DTR, end zone, incomplete. Threw it towards Cedric Tillman. Just was not there. So Tillman has over 100 yards on the game. Tyree Spears has 88, so he might get there as well. They're going to be sacked back at the 19. We do not need a touchdown this play. We just need to make it 4th and goal. And when I say goal, I mean like manageable. What are you talking about? There it is! Tyree Spears! And we're going to go for 2 to give us a chance now. And it's going to be caught. The O-lineman coming up with a big catch. And we bring it to a 1-score game with a minute 29. We do still have all 3 timeouts as well. They're going to recover it down at the 45. And pretty much 1 first down would end it, because that would also like pretty much put them in field goal. We also need to be careful because we can't allow them to get in field goal range. And they're at the 40 right now. We take our first timeout. And unless if he fumbles here, yeah, I think that's game. It is. But you know what we saw? We saw an amazing drive from Dorian Thompson-Robinson. Such a good drive that we're actually going to give him the start next week. Oh, it's not over technically. Oh, it is over. There it is. And the cook is good. Pad the stats. Final alert, the Commanders beat the Texans. So, with that being said, we're now going to watch next week's game against the Chargers, since it's going to be DTR's like first start of the season. We also have a new injury. Who could it be? Oh, it's going to be JOK. Yeah, 4 weeks. Great news is we'll be getting AJ Green back. We're going to quickly advance to next week. No matter what, we're going to remain second in the division. Baltimore had a bye week. We're going to go ahead. How much time do we have on this episode? 43 minutes. We still have another 7 minutes before I start to panic. We're going to quickly look at the trades that we could land for Nick Chubb. 99 overall. We have 2 99s. Get offers. Here you can see the 2 big ones I've been considering. Marquise Brown, a first and a third. The first would be this year, actually. We get a first, a fourth, and a 7th. So the offers have changed. Because originally, for Michael Pittman, it was also a second, it was like a second, 5th, and 7th. So they have changed the offer. But those are the only 2 I'm really interested in. This also changed. This was originally Derrick Henry. So teams that are looking to make this trade, I feel like the Cardinals are the most realistic. Or the Colts, because the Colts don't have JT anymore. He's on the Patriots, as you can see. We're going to do the Cardinals first. and see what they would be willing to give us. Pick wise. I would want 2 first minimum. And I'd say throw in a 4th. And it's good. There it is. We land 2 firsts, 1 this year, 1 next year, from the Cardinals, and a 4th from this year for Nick Chubb. Plus, that also gives us some cap relief. As I want to say, we're now positive by like the smallest bit. No, we're still at negative 16. That's going to do it. I hope you guys enjoyed. I did. Before we actually sign off, let's quickly, in case I forget, let's make Nick Chubb, or excuse me, goodbye Nick Chubb. Let's make Deshaun Watson the backup in DTR to 64 overall to starter. It's going to do it. Hope you guys enjoyed. I did. Actually, let me quickly sign a guy as well. I don't know if we legit have the cap space to sign someone. My guess is we're going to elevate a guy from the practice squad to the active roster and then sign Jordan Mason to the practice squad. So whoever our running backs are, we're gonna get to choose from. We only have 1. Are we able to sign Mason, whatever his name was? I don't think we are. Okay, so we're not. So we legit. Alright. What we gotta do then is we gotta go here. We gotta release Winter from the practice squad. Then we gotta sign Gerald Winter to the practice squad. Or, excuse me, no. Gerald Winter was the guy we just got rid of. Then we have to sign Mason, whatever his name is. Alright, I don't know it. Jordan Mason to the practice squad. Then sign him to our active roster. Then sign Gerald Winter back to the practice squad. It's a tongue twister, I know. Okay, what is going on? I don't know if this is stick drift or what. That is the second time it's gone over to Malik Cunningham. There we go. Okay, so we legit can't. So we have too much money. Still. So, with that being said, we're not able to sign anyone. Fuck off, EA. We're gonna release him then. And we're just gonna bring back Gerald Winter because that's what we wanted to do. I was trying to find a loophole. I didn't know if that would work or not. I was legit trying to find a loophole. And I guess they knew what we were going to do. So, But that's going to do it. Hope you guys enjoyed. I did. I will see you guys next time with probably power rankings. Honestly, I doubt we get a video out Monday. Obviously, this is going out Friday. Record on Thursday if you're going to tell by the Oakland A's talk. But in the next episode, we are going to watch this Chargers game. I hope you enjoyed. I did. See you next time. Goodbye. Hope you enjoyed.